we're in Washington, D.C. I've got two of my students with me. We got Roberto, I got Lee. You guys joined the program how long ago?
December, November.
About 2 months for me.
2 months. You got a couple rentals, right?
Rental, yes.
You've got a few rentals.
Got 5 rentals here.
When we first met, I was like, dude, you need to start flipping some properties. Yeah. And because the rentals, it's not getting you where you want to be. You got a lot of equity. It's called dead money. We've been looking for a flip for you guys. I told you guys to go out to Baltimore. You guys went out there, weren't really feeling the vibe. You made how many offers?
In Baltimore, I think we made 6.
6 offers, yep.
How many accepted?
0.
And then out here, how many offers have you guys made?
This one in D.C., just the one, but in Northern Virginia, we made probably 7 offers.
7 offers, and just having a hard time getting one.
Yeah.
So let's break down the numbers before we go tour the property. So what did you acquire this property for? How did you acquire it? And what's the plan?
We acquired it through a wholesaler for $599.
So $600,000. That's the biggest flip that anybody's ever done in our deal. Just real quick, what stuck out about my stuff? Because a lot of people say I'm too straight, I'm too like this or that. What kind of got you interested?
I'll let you go first on that.
So to me, Troy, and I think I told you this, I know there's a lot of scams out there.
Yeah.
But you kept popping on my TikTok videos.
Yeah.
Like, man, this guy's actually out there doing it.
Right.
He's not just sitting in his office trying to sell something.
Yeah,
So
sitting by my jet.
Yep.
I think what struck me is, again, I saw you on YouTube, and just the way you kind of deliver your messaging is super direct and super no fluff, and you can tell it's just super genuine, and that you don't see that a lot.
So we never had a student lose money on a flip. We're not gonna have this one. Let's go through the house. You guys point out what the plans are. Yeah. How much money did you have to wire? Where did you get the funds from?
It's a good question. I initially thought I'm going through Dominion Financial, and they approved me to do 100%, up to 70% ARV. And then when we got down to details, they kind of pulled a fast one on me, and they were like, "Well, in DC, it's actually 65%, and because you've never done it in DC, it's 60%." So I had to kind of come up with some liquidity that I didn't know I had to do. But I essentially funded it through a HELOC on one of my rental properties.
Nice.
So I put 20% down, and they're going to fund 100% of the rehab.
All right, so maybe Dominion should watch out for that, and Kiavi, give them a try next time.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, when they do that stuff, I don't like it either. What's your interest rate going to be on that?
11%.
11%. You pre-planned your carrying costs for being how long?
10 months.
10 months. Construction budget, Roberto?
About $230.
So worst case scenario, what do we have for profit?
Worst case, if we can sell this at 1.15 million and we actually hit 230 on the rehab, we're gonna make 200 grand total. The best case scenario is this sells for 1.2 and we get out of here for 150, and that puts us at like 300 grand profit.
All right, let's walk us through the house. Tell us what you got going on and what the plan is. I haven't been inside here really, other than use the bathroom.
All right, so what we've seen on most comps in this area, this wall is coming down.
Okay.
We got to open this up.
So it's not load bearing because it's a small house, so it's just the exterior walls that are load bearing?
That's what we're hoping right now.
So we went into that flip three houses down about 2 weeks ago.
Okay.
And all those walls were gone. I talked to the agent who's also the flipper, and she said they were not load bearing.
Yeah.
So we're going off of what she said.
Yeah, I wouldn't imagine that this one would be load bearing.
Correct.
I mean, it's too small of a house to do it. What's the total square footage out here? 2,100?
1890.
1890, okay. So we got this bedroom right here. So this is gonna get opened up completely.
Yeah.
Okay, so first stage is trash it out, and then second stage is demo. So we're opening this up. This all gets opened up. You're not moving this stairway. This is gonna stay right here.
That's staying there. This full bathroom, we're gonna get rid of full bathroom and just make a powder room in here.
Okay, so this full bathroom is getting rid of. What's the strategy there?
All the comps only have the powder room on the main floor, and none of them have a shower, and we don't want to deviate from what the other comps have.
Okay, are you gonna reduce the size?
Yeah, so like this is gonna get pushed in here a little bit.
Okay.
Create even more.
Could you still have a shower?
Potentially, probably not a bath.
I'm not sure we want a shower down here if we don't have room on this floor.
Okay, makes sense. Okay, so no room on this floor, no point in having it.
Correct.
Right.
Got it. So you're just gonna be now you really wanna make that bang, and that's the wallpaper one your designer's probably gonna talk about. Okay, so John, let's come in here real quick. So we can see, this is what it looks like right now. You do have a big beam burn across there. All this stuff's gone, full gut.
Yep.
These doors gone?
It's gone. This is gone.
So we got the kitchen. The kitchen's gone?
Kitchen's gone.
Are you is this all becoming open up?
This is gone. And this is the one we weren't sure originally if it was load bearing. but we don't think it is. There's a beam right below this, steel beam.
Okay.
You see the basement. And all the comps, if we want to hit 1.2, have just totally open with a nice ass powder room.
They already have this deck here, so that's kind of like...
It's just this weird, this is what Sandra was talking about. It's this weird horseshoe thing, and she's talking about making it more like that one.
Yeah, I mean, because you have this thing, is what she's talking about.
Yep.
So you got to have access to that. Yeah, I'd say probably keep it similar to this, or what's... Okay, so she's saying make it come off here.
Yeah, make the stairs go down there, exactly.
All right. Yeah, I agree. I would just make it look platypus. You want to make this thing look really, really, really nice.
Yep.
John, any suggestions?
No, I'd say just to save money, kind of keep the similar structure.
Yeah, and you don't need to really, because you're just gonna basically get this thing out and put a stair right down there. I do agree with that.
Yep, that makes sense.
Okay, so let's walk down there since we're out here, and then we'll go back inside the house.
This is a little bit precarious here.
Okay, yeah. My buddy fell down a bunch of stairs the other day.
We don't want that.
What's going on back here?
The interesting thing about this lot is that it's pretty much double the size of all the comps we have. So it's like all the comps, the lot size is like 1,600 square feet. This one's over 3,000.
Do you do anything with the fences?
I think we are going to put a fence, close it in, just like that house. For the gray
Give you a little more privacy?
privacy.
Yep.
So that's like a 6 foot or 8 foot? Yeah, that's like a 6.
Looks like a 6.
That's like a 6.
6 foot, yes.
6 foot, so you'll go 6 foot, 6 foot?
Yep.
Correct, yep.
Okay, and then the interesting thing that a lot of the comps don't have is the garages.
Right.
Did the 1.2 that just closed have a garage?
No, but it had a parking pad that has like a retractable door, so it's private, but it's not a covered garage. This garage, and so one thing we noticed, and I talked to the agent who's listing that flip down there, she said she demolished her garage because block to block in there, it's what?
9 feet.
So it's like you gotta have a Mini Cooper to,
Yeah, but it's storage.
so keep it. And I would rather keep it anyways, because that's way more of a hassle to demo it. And
Yeah, I don't know who's telling you to get rid of it. Because you have one parking spot or two?
Well, one plus
and the garage.
this. So
Yeah, I mean, I think just to have a garage. I mean, what do you need to do to this thing?
some point up work.
So you just clean this whole thing off, maybe lay some new...
Part of the roof needs to get rebuilt at the front, and some joists need to get...
Yeah, I don't see tearing down it ever being a good situation.
Okay.
So this is your garage right here.
Yep.
So yeah, you gotta fix this stuff up there. This garage door probably is okay. I don't know if it's bent or anything like that.
It doesn't look bad.
Yeah.
It's just like kind of the trim around it.
So you guys will have to refill some of these bricks, do some tuck pointing,
Yep.
and then
What do you think? Should we paint this or keep it natural?
I would paint it.
Paint it, right?
It hides all the imperfections. Are you guys painting
We are going to paint the...
match it?
Yep.
Yeah, and even match the fence color if you can.
Yeah.
Like if, I don't know, but if you have them all blended, it looks really nice. All right, so what's going on up here, guys?
Not a whole, well, actually that's not true. Bedrooms are all, this is all staying the same. So
this bedroom stays exactly the same.
yeah.
This one too.
This one too.
This one too.
Small bedroom, but the comps all have this small bedroom as well, so we're not really worried about that.
Okay, cool.
It meets the guidelines to be a bedroom, 70 square feet.
Okay.
This is staying, obviously, well, this part's not, but
Dude, I don't know. You might be able to set a new comp. That's for like an elderly person, right?
exactly. We're not sure where this window goes, but
I would probably cover it up.
the interesting thing is the comps that we've seen all have an ensuite bathroom onto them.
Okay.
So we're trying to see the feasibility of adding a bathroom that you can get to through there, just
Yeah.
be right adjacent to it, even if it's a small one. Because this already has a closet here, so that closet we don't need that closet.
Yeah.
We could even build more of a closet here if we needed to.
Oh yeah, connect all the way that way. Build your closet that
And
way.
see
If
if we
you
can
could
build a
pick up
little
space
bathroom
there
here.
for sure.
So I think that's what also potentially jumped it to 230 potentially. Yeah. But we're not sold on that yet.
Okay, yeah, that's a good idea. I definitely don't see now. You have boiler heating in here right now.
Correct.
What are you guys? Are you guys keep that or switch it?
Well, actually, I brought that back. I brought it to you at one of your meetings last time, and you said let's duck it, because it's either that or get a bunch of split units.
Mini splits.
Yeah, mini splits is not the way to go on a $1.2 million house. I can tell you that right now.
And the cost is the same, so we're gonna add ductwork and get rid of the boiler.
Yeah, and I think you want to get like the smallest lines that you can. So, and HVAC guys are going to be all over the place. I'm assuming this small of a house, you probably need a 4 to 5 ton at max.
Correct. Yep.
So you should be, you know what that system costs is like $1,000 for the furnace and probably $2,000 for the condenser. And then depending on how much the guy's gonna charge you to install it.
And running the ductwork too.
I would say under 10 for that should be a good price. And I think, what'd you guys figure, 14?
14, yep.
Yeah, okay. And we have a basement.
Yep.
So any changes on this?
Yeah, we're gonna sand this down and skim it and just paint it.
So this is where your money's coming from down here, right?
Yep.
Correct, yep.
For sure. There's a couple different schools of thought right now that we were talking with Sandra about, because we'd like to get another bedroom in here, although we don't have egress right now. One is potentially making this a bedroom and making this window egress.
So what does that lead to?
That leads to right outside, so we'd have to cut into the porch a
Okay.
little bit, make like a little portico.
Yeah.
Is one option, but another option is making the egress back here.
So you could always call it a bedroom without having to have the egress too, is the other thing. Like, hey, non-conforming bedroom.
Mm-hmm. Right.
So that's your gas line right there?
Yeah,
I
because
believe
that
so,
probably
yes.
goes straight all the way back to the boiler and the hot water heater in the back corner of this floor.
And you're gonna hide that somehow, I'm sure.
Correct.
Okay, so this will be a bedroom. What else is going on down here?
Well, we're not sure if this one's gonna be the bedroom because we.
Something will be a bit, yeah.
Yes.
Oh, so they had this like a living space and they
Yeah.
rented it out?
Correct.
Right. So the boiler, this boiler's got to go in favor of the ductwork. The hot water heater's good.
God, that looks like a good boiler though.
I'm taking it to one of my other rental properties that needs a boiler.
I mean, either way, you'd be able to scrap some of this stuff out. I mean, listen, whatever you can sell in here, sell it. I mean,
Have a little yard sale.
no, I would just put a Facebook Marketplace, like add up, like when you guys are gonna be doing your demo and like set everything nice and be just out there to try to pay for whatever you can. You probably could sell those cabinets, I bet you,
Yeah.
for $300-400. Anything I could sell, I'd sell. Especially on your first one, because like it just adds up.
It does.
Right.
If you can make like $3,000 or $4,000 to pay for your and you guys are gonna be here, like the washers, the dryers, you're not gonna be keeping those. So if you could sell those for $150 and you're just
Right.
here, put it on offer up in
see what
Facebook
happens.
Marketplace.
We might move that water heater to a tankless water heater.
1000% you should do that. So
Because-
sell that.
Then we can make that window the egress, and that's the bedroom.
You can actually put the tankless water heater on the outside.
Really?
Yeah, because it complies with all your venting. If you're running gas, which you need to have for a tankless water heater, you can put it on the exterior. So I'm not saying to do it, but it gets away from the carbon monoxide having to vent it out.
Some of the comps, we don't need to keep a full kitchen down here. I don't even think we'll be allowed to keep a gas stove down here, honestly, but all the comps just have a kitchenette. So one of the things that Sandra said was to just rough in a kitchenette and let them finish it how they want to. This is a half bath right here.
Copy whatever
The other people did.
the other people did.
Well, no one has a stove.
Don't take anybody's opinion.